In the midst of World War II, an extraordinary and little-known event occurred on a remote Pacific island that defied the typical narrative of conflict and hatred. It was 1943, and the war was raging between the Allied forces and the Imperial Japanese Army. On a tiny, uninhabited island in the middle of nowhere, something truly unique unfolded. The island, known only as Isola Pacem, Latin for Island of Peace, was a small landmass overlooked by most strategists due to its lack of resources and strategic importance. One fateful day, a group of American soldiers and Japanese soldiers, separated from their respective units during a naval battle, found themselves washed ashore on Isola Pacem after their ships were sunk. Initially, the soldiers were suspicious and ready to fight, expecting the worst from their enemies. Yet, as they explored the island, they discovered an abandoned missionary's hut, filled with relics of an ancient and peaceful civilization that once inhabited the place. Among the artifacts was a journal written by the missionary who had lived there before, detailing the values of peace, harmony, and understanding. Remarkably, rather than engaging in hostilities, the American and Japanese soldiers found themselves drawn to the writings and relics of the past. They started to communicate and share their stories, realizing that they were not so different after all. They were young men far from home, caught up in a brutal conflict, not of their own making. As days turned into weeks, the soldiers established a fragile truce, agreeing to coexist peacefully on Isola Pacem until they could be rescued or find a way to return to their respective armies. They took turns rationing their limited supplies, and even helped each other repair their damaged uniforms and equipment. In the evenings, they gathered around a campfire, sharing tales of their families, dreams, and aspirations. They sang songs from their homelands, and some even discovered a mutual love for poetry. In these moments, the boundaries of nationality and war seemed to fade away, leaving behind a bond of shared humanity. Unbeknownst to the soldiers, their story would eventually reach the ears of a passing reconnaissance plane. As the plane circled the island, the crew spotted something extraordinary. American and Japanese soldiers sitting together in peace on a deserted island. The news spread like wildfire back home, and both nations were astounded by the improbable tale. The event touched the hearts of people worldwide, inspiring hope that even in the darkest of times, there could still be humanity and camaraderie amidst the chaos of war. In time, a rescue mission was organized to bring the soldiers back to their respective camps. As they parted ways, tears were shed and hands were shaken in a display of newfound friendship. The soldiers vowed to remember their time on Isola Pacem and to carry the spirit of peace with them as they continued to fight for their countries. Years later, when the war was over, some of the surviving soldiers returned to Isola Pacem as a tribute to the remarkable island that brought peace to their hearts during a time of war. They built a small monument to honor the memory of their unlikely friendship and the timeless lessons they learned about the human spirit's capacity for compassion, even amidst the most turbulent of times. The legend of Isola Pacem lives on as a testament to the power of understanding and the potential for peace to emerge from the unlikeliest of places. It stands as a beacon of hope, a reminder that amid the chaos of war, humanity's better angels can still prevail.